Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, the 26th of November, and the rest of the week of Thanksgiving 2019. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market and futures forum, which closed at new all-time highs again after a gap up. We had a gap up and pushed higher for 30 minutes, and the rest of the day was dead flat and untradeable. Continues to be unexciting as the VIX dips under 12 again, which is not a good trading environment for most of us. Let's go through the major daily charts, and then we'll talk about what's left for the week, because this will be the last market preview for the week with Thanksgiving and everything. So I want to be exact about what to expect. Crude oil down 2 cents to 57.99. Gold down $3.40. S&P cash index gained 23.35. As I said, a lot of it was the gap up. We'll look at that in a minute. Nasdaq 100 was up basically 100 points. That's a new all-time closing high there. The stocks up 41.16. The biotechs were up 92.24. The Russell 2000 gains 32.96. Finally, a new closing high on the Russell. It's been a very boring, tight year for the Russell, really, only in about 140-point range most of the year. Unfortunately, here's the big problem. This is the lowest close on the VIX in over a year, 11.87. That means no volatility in action in the markets. And it's just not positive for those of us that like to trade things. So this is really going to put a hamper on our ability to do things until the VIX starts to curl back up. The trend closes at 0.92. Puts the 10-day moving average at 1.06. If I go back 10 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we still have until basically Friday before the high number drops off that 10-day moving average. NASDAQ volume was 2.2 billion shares. That's up from most of what we've seen lately. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ was plus 1668. It's one of the best in a while by a long shot, and on plus 1300 on the New York, also on the high end of the range. Google gains $11.97. Apple up $4.59. Netflix up $5.07. Amazon had a big winning day, up 28.12. We had a good winner there. Rich called in the stock feed. So that was our big winner for the day. Tesla up $3.30. Facebook up 97 cents. Goldman Sachs gains $2.47, approaching all-time highs. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, was up 41 cents. The Dow was up 190. All right, let's take a look here. Here's the 5-minute candle. So as you can see, basically half the gain for the day was the gap up on the ES, and then we surged up for about 30, 35 minutes. And then look how dead flat everything went, those candles. And the NASDAQ side's worse when we look at it. There was a light pop here in the last couple minutes of the day, and we got a 13 sell signal right on that candle. NASDAQ side, look at that. Look how flat that is for 5 hours. Untradeable. That's what happens when the VIX is down here where it is. And then, of course, and by the way, those last couple of candles are actually, the last couple of candles, they closed at the highs. So not very interesting from that perspective. It doesn't give you a lot of opportunities. And then let's talk about what's left for the week. So this is for Tuesday. So we've got goods trade balance and preliminary wholesale inventories an hour before the bell. We've got the S&P Housing Price Index 30 minutes before the bell. CB Consumer Confidence, Richmond Manufacturing Index, and new home sales at 30 minutes into the market. And a Fed member speaking at 1. By the way, then most people leave halfway through the day on Tuesday for the long weekend ahead. Wednesday, the markets are open for a full day. There's a lot of data, but there's usually not anybody around. So we've got durable orders, preliminary GDP. That's the second look at the GDP number from the third quarter, and the initial and continuing jobless claims numbers. Those are all an hour before the bell. Chicago PMI, 15 minutes into the market. Core PCE price index, personal income and spending, and pending home sales, 30 minutes into the market. Crude oil inventory is an hour in. Natty gas at 11. Fed Beige Book at 2 p.m. But again, most people are gone by Tuesday, halfway through the day. So Wednesday is usually a bust. It's the busiest travel day of the year as everybody heads out for Thanksgiving with the families. Thursday, the stock market is closed. Friday, there's no data, but it's open for a half day. So we'll open at 9:30 and close at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Nobody trades that. We won't have calls or anything for that. So this is the last preview for the week. We'll be around on Tuesday. I'm not sure if anybody shows up on Wednesday. Certainly not Thursday. Certainly not Friday. We'll have the room open on Friday for any traders who want to get in there and talk. But generally speaking, professionals don't trade that day. There's no point. That's it. We'll get back to work as we enter December. By the way, this year Thanksgiving is late, and so Friday is the last trading day, and that means the statements print for the month, and then you just have December left for the year. We're into the end already. Unbelievable. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great Thanksgiving, and have a great whatever you do left for the rest of the week from a trading perspective.